Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Hear Her Voice. Today's episode is very special because I have a very special person with me, my younger sister. Okay, so it's really amazing to have like an actual conversation with my sister. We've been together for so many years, for as long as I was born or she was born. She has been my sister. I've watched her growth journey from when she was little, and today she's a big woman. So I'm going to give her the opportunity to introduce herself by herself. And this conversation is going to be very interesting. If you're a young Cameroonian and you're struggling with your finances, or you are looking for hope when it comes to getting a job, employment, or just finding yourself, I think this episode is going to be very helpful to you because that exactly is my sister's story. So better stick around. Okay? Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my love. Thank
How
you.
are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. And you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I'm happy to be having this conversation with you
I'm happy
finally.
to share my experience with you, although you know.
Yeah, but we want your voice to be heard by the rest of the world.
Thank you. Thank you for granting me the opportunity and the platform for that.
Okay. So go ahead and introduce yourself to my viewers.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shu Diana Ashley Ngwemuto. I am a bank teller, a financial advisor, and I am passionate about cooking and about dancing and every other thing. I'm always ready to learn new languages, and I'm just always open to learn new things.
Okay. So you believe in the saying that learning never ends.
Learning never ends.
Okay, so the first thing I would like us to talk about is you just mentioned that you're a bank teller,
Yes, I am.
right? And bank tellers have a very bad reputation. Yes, they have a bad reputation here in Cameroon. I think everywhere else in Africa, everywhere, even abroad,
That's
wherever,
That's true.
bank tellers are always considered as grumpy, rude. So, what is your experience as a bank teller?
Okay, like you rightly said, bank tellers have always had a reputation of being rude and all that. Because I myself, I experienced bank tellers while I was younger, but I felt like making a difference. If you're always complaining about something, change has to start with you. So I always aimed to always make a difference when God granted me the opportunity to be a bank teller, and that's what I'm actually doing. I'm not saying it to praise myself, but I will say with true confidence that I am not a grumpy bank teller. A I'm not a rude bank teller. I'm always helpful because you always give people benefit of the doubt, because some customers are new customers, they don't know your systems. So you cannot just be rude to everybody expecting that they're supposed to know the rules of how transactions or things are supposed to be happening in your financial institution. So I always learn how to be empathetic with people. I always try to be helpful the little way that I can, and just making sure that the change starts with me.
I think if all bank tellers were like you, things would be different
I
because
know.
most of them expect that everyone standing in front of them should know how things are running.
Yeah.
But what they fail to understand is somebody can come somewhere for the very first time, even if someone has been saving their money in your institution. Maybe they're coming to withdraw for the first time.
That's
Even
true.
if they are coming to withdraw for the 11th time, I feel like you should not get tired of reminding them, okay, this
That's
is the
true.
information I need from you, this is the information I need for you, and it can be done calmly,
Very
right?
calmly.
Yeah. So to all my bank tellers out there, please stop being rude. Okay. We are not the problem. You are. You are.
No, but sometimes some people can be actually really annoying.
Yeah.
There's some people that they come. Cameroonians, I don't know, I'm sorry to say, but Cameroonians don't like reading. Like somebody will come and then you will see like a deposit form and a withdrawal form, and then you'll be asking that you want a withdrawal form. Just read on the form, read on the sheet that way. This is what, and then you can then ask me that how do I go ahead and fill in it, because some people are holding a withdrawal form. You are reading there that it's a withdrawal form, but you say that you want to deposit. So sometimes it's actually difficult, but
Yeah.
that notwithstanding, as a bank teller and as a human being who is an advocate for being understanding, you just have to tell the person that mama, papa, brother, sister, this sheet you're holding in your hand is a withdrawal sheet, and this sheet you're holding in your hand is a check, or this sheet you're holding in your hand is a deposit form. So
Yeah.
pretty much that's just, so I'm just working on my patience.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's amazing.
Yeah,
So you are an amazing bank teller in your
Thank you, ma'am.
institution.
Thank you.
Highly recognized, highly appreciated.
Thank you.
But now we need to know like your journey. How did you become a bank teller? Did you want to be a bank teller from the get-go, or like just tell us your educational journey and your career path until how you became a teller?
So you said how did I become a bank teller and
Yeah.
my educational journey?
Yes,
So I'll
up to
start
your
from
career journey.
Okay, so I'll start from my educational journey.
Yeah.
So I graduated from the University of Boya with a bachelor's degree in business management. Growing up, I'd always envisioned myself working in a financial institution, but I always loved the marketing part, the marketing aspect of it, because when I was in lower seed, I had one of my my marketing teachers. She inspired me so much when it comes to marketing. So like she always asked questions and I was always just answering it. And the kind of examples that she gave us were like practical examples, things that you witness every day. So I was like, wow, marketing is actually something that is interesting. And I always loved adverts when I was young. Right from nursery school, primary one, there's this Olio advert that up to today, I'm still able to recite it like from A to Z. Something that I don't even think Olio is still in the market, but I just felt like it was easy for me to recite adverts. I always just loved marketing. I always dreamt of being a brand ambassador so much. So marketing was just so much important for me. And marketing had a lot of aspects about you showing up for your brand or for the company that you work for. So pretty much my journey with working in a financial institution started with my background, but it shifted when I started being a daily. I started when I graduated from the University of Boya. First of all, I started assisting an aunt of ours to be selling euro. So while selling the euro, I had to learn a lot about patience, because I think my customer service or my bank telling, because bank telling is and customer service, you are literally a front office person, because you're having a one-on-one with customers. So it started very much with me selling euro, assisting and to sell euro, because I had rude customers. People were even making me to be angry until I was like, I even wanted to give up on the thing. I was like, what am I even doing here? All those kind of things. But that aunt of mine always like kept me calm that way. No bother, na so people then day, your level you so all those kind of things. So it actually made me to be like, anyways, it's not even their fault. That is just how some people are. So I had to come to terms with that and just ignore sometimes when people leave you rude comments and all that. You just have to be political about everything. So pretty much that was how I started. And when immediately as I graduated from the University of Buea, I came home. By the special grace of God, I didn't stay home too long. But if for me, it felt like I stayed home too long, because I remember when I was scouting for a job, I wanted to go back to these big banks, and you were like, Mama, calm down. We were like, lady, calm down. And then you recommended me the institution that I work for now. You recommended me to them, and I was like, no, I don't want to work me there. Because I had once done my academic internship there, and I felt like I was afraid of the staffs there. So I was like, I'm not going to go me there. These people might be shouting at me, all those things. She told me that, no, Mama, humble yourself. So by the special grace of God, I went and dropped my application there. 1 month later, I did not see message. He told me that lady, how far? Have they not called you? I said, no, they have not called me. And then I remember very well, you told me that go, it was on the 4th of November, 2019. You told me that, okay, if they have not called you, they dress in their dressing coat and go there. And I went there. I don't know how. I don't know. It's surely God was just working for me. When I got there, I went and met the manager. Then I told him that, good morning, say. I came and dropped my application here 1 month ago. And I asked people to please employ me just for volunteering. I don't want to pay. I just want to volunteer. And you guys have not called me, but I'm here. Please, just anything I will do. He was like, he just looked at me like that. I was like, okay, since you're here, make yourself useful. That is how I got in. Then he introduced me to the other staffs, and then the other staffs that recognized me there, the older staff recognized me because I'd once done my academic internship and told me that okay, they know me and all that. So that was how I started doing my volunteering. And I do not only limit myself to the fact that I had to just come and just sit there. No, I took what he said very serious. Make yourself helpful, make yourself useful. So I always made sure that I was of assistance or help to even if the seminar go and photocopy ID, I will run and go. Can't even buy me food, I will go. I was always showing up. I was doing it gratefully because again, people help you to become you. And the people were nice, like they were not rude the way that I thought they were going to be, or they were not harsh how I thought they were going to be, or they were not condescending how I thought they were going to be. So they were really nice. They told me what to do. They didn't see me as a young desperate somebody, and that was what motivated me to wake up very early every morning, to show up, to be disciplined, to be useful. I was just disciplined, useful, and I just wanted to make a difference. So while doing my professional internship, there was one day that our my manager, he called for me that we were going for marketing at one military place, and I was like, hey, I don't know anything. Like, people will just tell me that photocopy, do this, but you have not really explained to me like the products that we sell and all of that. So now that morning, he told me, like, we had a meeting, all of us, and he was explaining to all of us. He used to call me Smally. He said, you don't think that you are sitting there like this, you cannot market. You are going to advertise. And then he took me, and then we went and did the marketing. It was not easy for the marketing to be done, but at least it just made him to believe that okay, I can do something. And it also made me to be intrigued to learn other things, not only be contented with photocopying and going to do their personal errands. So that was how I got there. And then by the special grace of God, the HR that was there, he saw us, he interviewed some of us, like, because he was moving from branch to branch. So he saw me and he asked me like, what is your name? I told him, when did you graduate from school? Are you planning on looking for a job, or do you want to go back to school? I told him that no, me, I'm looking for work, something. And then few months later, on the April in February of 2020, the new manager then now called for me one day in my office, in his office, and asked me, Diana, you want to become a mobile agent? Ha. I say, eh? Hey, say I will work. Oh, anything that people give me, I will work. Ha, I'll be very happy to work. And again, being a mobile agent, that was when I started with my marketing skills. That's how I started exploring my marketing skills, because I had the mobile agent work. I took my predecessor's portfolio, I took it, but still I was able to bring in other customers. I was able to mount loan files. It was just a lovely experience. Like, and what I was grateful is that they didn't see me as a young child, because I started working at the age of, I think I was 22 years old then. I think I was 22, very, very freshman. I didn't know what I was doing, but they told me that, Mama, no idea. But even when we were attending meetings, I was always like calm like that. The manager told me that no idea is stupid. That even if you have the most stupid idea, just say, just speak, just be heard, and from there we are going to wrap our head around something. And that was how I started being a mobile agent. It was a very lovely experience. I was working from one end of Douala to the other end of Douala, marketing, collecting, to doing recovery. It was just nice, just going out there. And that was what helped me to know Douala, because me, I don't know me Douala. That's not Douala. So I will say that I really know like many areas and many quarters in Douala due to the fact that I was able to do mobile agent work, and then by the special grace of God, 2 years and some months later, they promoted me to become a bank teller, and so that's what I'm doing right up to now.
Oh la la, what an amazing story.
I know.
Like a fresh graduate, just came out of school, and just few months later you started this volunteering program, and the same company that was offering a volunteering program eventually hired you to work with them.
Amen.
That's really nice.
Thank you.
And it's actually amazing because a lot of young people, when they are done from school, they don't usually have jobs, right? Someone will stay jobless for like the longest. And so I think you cracked the code. As much as this is the path that you made for yourself, maybe it might not work. Do you think this same path might not have worked for someone else? Because I think you were volunteering with some other people.
I was the only
volunteer intern at the time, because there are people who have also just left school and done internship in companies, but they were not recruited.
What works for me might not work for another person.
Exactly.
But the truth of the story is that the only thing that works for all of us is knowing what you want, consistency, and showing up. That's just what works for everybody. But my story might not be another person's story, because some other people are in companies, they are doing professional internship with their full heart, showing up every day, and it's not just working for them. That's just how it is. So
okay, so you've just told us your amazing story, but now I would like you to share your challenges, because there are not only roses, right?
Not at all.
There are always like thorns, difficult moments. Can you explain to us like some of the challenges you faced as a young intern, and even now that you are a teller, just your general challenges in general, and how you've overcome them, or if you've not overcome them, how are you yes, how are you able to manage some of these challenges?
Trust is one of the challenges that I faced, because I started working as a mobile agent at a young age, at the age of I think 23, because in 2020 by then I was really 23 years old. So people considered me still very young. They were like, they are scared that I might take their money and I will not put their money where it's supposed to be. So what I had to do was I had to make them trust me. And how do I have to make them trust me? By being transparent. The customer gives you his or her money, you deposit it. If there's an issue and the customer calls, give the customer the explanation, and the explanation should be true, and you have to give him or her receipts. So I just had to be truthful, because I grew up in a family where being truthful is not a negotiation, it's not a appropriate, it's not half. You are supposed to do it. The other challenge that I faced as a professional, a young professional, was being a woman, being a young girl, just being a young girl, just being a woman. There are times you have comments from people. As a marketer, I worked on the road, so it might not only be customers, even people that just passerbys. They just look at you, they always show you slangs, they always do some kind of things that make you uncomfortable. They always try to sexualize you as a person. The insecurities in Douala. When I presented it to the family that I was going to be doing mobile agent, mama, they were so scared. They were like, what if they catch you with money? What if they harm you? The way that Douala is. Mama in Konsama was like, no, mommy, if na so that work go dey, if I so that work go strong, love and you, my pikin. I know why you say they don't aggressive me picking because of money, all those kind of things. But I just had to convince her. I was like, no, ma, I'm not taking shortcuts. I'm not taking any control that somebody can aggressive me there. I'm always working like on a main road, and I've not really heard like of stories of mobile agents or people that do allergy being ambushed by thieves. So I just had to be prayerful. I just had to be careful with the roads that I take, because of the insecurities when it comes to money here in Douala. So those were the challenges that I faced, but I was able to overcome it. By the special grace of God, I did not ever get ambushed by thieves. I did not ever misplace money. I did never misplace money or a kind of sum of money that is going to make me to go mad. So I was just grateful to God for that. So
With your journey so far, what is that one project or that one thing that you worked on that made you feel really proud of yourself? Like, yes, look, you see, yes, lady has done something. Something that made you to applaud yourself.
okay. So the one thing that impacted me was the fact that when I just left school, right, and I was assisting our aunt to sell arrow, she was not paying me. You see, I was just helping her because okay, I was in the house. I just wanted to do something. I not just want to sit in the house. But when I was selling with her, it also actually made me to think that which kind of idea, which kind of business can I also do, or what can I do? Because when I left school, you were still the one that was providing for my needs, my bathings, airtime, all those things. So I used to think up to myself, I'm like, God, what can I really do that is going to like try to help me to me a bit for my sister? Like, what can I do to even assist her so that she will not be able to cover some of my bills or some things that I want. So one day I was just sitting and then one former neighbor just sat like that and just sent me 5K, and that was like the only money that I had on me. So I said to myself, I was like, God, please, what business can I really do? What can really inspire me to do a business? And then Folege business came into my mind. I started my Folege business with 5,000 francs. I bought,
Motivational speaker.
yes, I'm serious. I see as 5,000, like from my transport to everything that I needed, to buying bottles, to buying sugar, all those Folege things. With 5,000 francs, going to the market, I bought my things at Marché Central, to and fro, transport 500 Folege things. I bought even charcoal bottles, that 5,000 like that. I told God that this 5,000 that this boy has sent to me.
Succeed.
Yes, this 5,000 that this my former neighbor has sent to me like this. It's not coming. It's not even something that I expected. It's not even. He was not even somebody that was like a friend to me. It's like I used to disturb him in the quarter now. I used to call him that. I used to tell him that I am a Sister Dinah from God Must Do Ministry. So I used to just disturb him. So like my sense of humor, that was what made him to just be like, Sister Dinah. So one day he just sat and he called me. I was like, Sister Dinah, how are you? I said, my brother, I'm fine, no, but I'm just there. Well, it's not easy. I know that, but we thank God I'm just there. So when he finished talking to me now, I just saw Momo 5K. I said, hey, brother, you don't even know what you have done to me. God bless you, bless you, bless you. I've never even told him this thing. Like, I don't know if he's even going to ever watch it, but Brother Kevin, you helped me.
Hello, brother
You
Kevin.
helped me. So pretty much that was how I started with my Folege business. And I was able to do my Folege, and then I used to go and drop it at the Gabi's place. One uncle that sells bread and all this bread, sardine, butter, all those things. And Francophones love Folere. They love it. So when I put it, I was always good. I used to put like 30 bottles per day. And sometimes it gets finished because I started during the rainy season.
Yeah.
And so the business was a bit slow when I started. Sometimes I felt discouraged, but I was like, I'm not going to give up, because at the end of the week, I always saw my profit, and I was like, sometimes I even used to have profit of 15,000. Sometimes I had profit of 10,000. So I always make sure that every Friday I was always putting something in my futurist account. Every Friday I was always putting something in my block account. 5,000, depending on how interest I had, and then the rest of the money I could do my airtime, I could buy something. So I was actually proud of myself until there was one time, I think there was one time you wanted to buy me something. I was like, don't bother. I have it covered. It made me to feel like it made me to feel like one boss.
Okay.
So I was so proud of myself. I think I cannot remember if there was one time I took us out, I bought us shawarma.
Yeah.
But there was one time I took us to Daki, and you were like, Chai Dana, thank you. I was so happy. I was so proud of myself. So it actually really impacted me to be able to make you feel proud of me, because I always like you to be proud of me.
Okay,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yes.
So who are some women that inspire you? In fact, let me limit it because I'm sure you have many.
Hey, I
So
have a
just
lot.
call 3 women that inspire you.
No, I'm not going to cut it. Don't limit me.
I'm limiting
I'll
you.
not. Don't limit me.
You have to. I beg.
Don't limit me. Okay, so the women that impact me or the women that inspire me to be the better version of me are my aunties. My
Yeah.
aunties. Those 4 women. Those I don't know. You know, like when you're building a house, that a house is supposed to have 4 sections, right? Those 4 women like that. Hey, Papa God. Please, guys, have aunties like my aunties, and you're not going to get it in this life. You know that God has done it for you in this life. My 4 aunties. And you know that in a house cannot be empty without people in it. So the other people that inspire me, number 1, this is her right here. Malo, you are my inspiration, you are my strength, as I call you.
Aww.
You are my rock, and I thank you very, very much for that. And yeah, my younger sisters too inspire me a lot because um seeing them growing up is just, it's God's mercy to us. So yeah, pretty much those are the women that inspire me, my aunties and my sisters.
All right, clap for yourself. Okay. So we are wrapping up. We are wrapping up, but I have 2 more questions as we are wrapping up. So the first one is going to be, can you please give like some tips for young Cameroonians who want to be employable or who want to find their way through the job market? It must not be just employment. If you even want to start a business, in fact, just give them tips to clarity, especially after school, because just after graduating is always the most confusing time for most young Cameroonians. And if you don't have the right advice, you miss it. And so you can always catch up at any time, but why not just have clarity as soon as you're done from school? So can I give them some tips? It can be 2 or 3, anything that worked for you based on what you explained to us. Just, you can just summarize it and say, okay, take these following steps and you're going to see results.
Okay, my young fellow Cameroonians who just graduated from school or who are in the search of a job, what helps you is humble yourselves. Humble yourselves. Show up. Be consistent. Don't give up. And let what you are doing be your comfort. Like, let it not how do they say, there's some motivational speakers that say, oh, if you want to become a better person, you have to leave your comfort zone. For me, the comfort zone that they're trying to say is the fact that you have to leave home. You must not leave home to be a better person or to prove a point to poverty. No, if it's that you have a home or you have a place where you live in, even if you're still in your parents' house, let nobody pressure you that, oh, you're still in your parents' house and you should be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of it, but strive to be better. Strive to not depend on your parents. When you finish from school, do something, scout in your area. If there's something I can do, even if it's to work in a photocopy shop, anything you can. God sends our angels everywhere and anywhere and anyhow, but you will never meet the destiny helper in your bed, in your comfort zone. No, you leave your home, but don't live out of your home. I don't know if people understand me. You leave the house to go and fend for yourself and you come back. Don't be comfortable with what your parents or whoever is housing you have to offer. Please just be consistent, just show up, just be humble. I usually hear interns say, oh, they're sending them to buy bread or to buy egg. If somebody humbly asks you, please buy me something, buy it. You don't know what that person is, you don't know how that person is going to recommend you. Only like that the person can just recommend, and no, this boy or this girl is polite, the person is humble, he or she can do this job, do this task. So please, let's humble ourselves, let's be consistent, let's be honest. Honesty too pays. Thank you very much.
Tell us, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
What do I see myself in 5 years? By the special grace of God. Where I see myself in 5 years is in my career path. I don't really know where I am going to be that much, but I just know that I am going to be doing what I do, and I'm always going to strive to improve myself. Owning a business by the special grace of God. I'm a business person. I love doing business. Although I'm not yet really consistent with it, but at least I have a plan, I have a dream. So, and I want to see myself in my husband's house with my children.
Amen.
Amen.
Right, that's really amazing.
Thank you,
We've had an amazing conversation, and there is even more to your story.
Amen.
But we cannot capture everything in one video.
That's
but
true.
we've spoken, the most things we could. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has stayed up to the end of this video. I hope this video has helped you. I hope this video is going to inspire you. And I hope you share it with someone whom you know really needs it. Okay, and please tell us in the comment section if you're going to be applying these tips, and also tell us how if you're a young professional watching this video and maybe you're working or you're not working, please tell us in the comment section what your experience is, so that we can all read and learn from one another. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.